Tenemos a Anton de Kroon con nosotros del Instituto Bergelinger de Holanda. Él es coach y consultor sistémico y queremos preguntarte, Anton, ¿cuál es para ti la diferencia entre la consultoría más tradicional y la consultoría sistémica? ¿Cómo nos explicas esta diferencia?
Well, for me, a major difference is that from the systemic consultancy, we look at an organization as a living system. And the living system, like our bodies, has needs. Need for sleep, for drink, for food, for rest, and so on. And if you do not fulfill these needs, then something goes wrong with our body. We get an illness or whatever. And that is the same thing with organizations regarded as living systems. They have needs. For instance, an organization has the need, the system organization has a need of being in contact with its origin, not denying where it comes from. And what you see as a systemic consultant in a merging situation, for instance, or that a bigger company is taking over a smaller one, that they start forgetting where the smaller one comes from, and they have the new logo of the big business. But in fact, it's more healthy for the system, the organization is, if the origin, where it comes from, is being recognized. Because if this origin had not been there, the system would not be as it is now and being, for instance, an interesting partner for a merger or a taking over. And what happens then in this living system, the organization, is a problem occurs. For instance, there is a team that is not working so well together, or a product is not selling anymore, or a new project does not really start. They start, restart, and it's not flourishing. Then you can see that is a symptom from the system, from this living system, to tell you we need something. And then you can ask the question as a consultant, since when is this problem occurring? And then I use this example now. I think, it is since this merging. Okay, what happened with the merging? Has there been a recognition for where they come from? And then you sometimes see that it is helpful to give this recognition and this acknowledgement to the source where the organization comes from. And then it can start flourishing again. That's an example of, consulting as looking at the system as an organization as a living system. And there's this need for recognition of the origin. There's also all the parts that belong to the system should have their place. And from this point of view, places are not more or less important. They all belong to the system, and that's why they need recognition for what they contribute. So that is a few things about what's so special about systemic consultancy.
Esta forma de hacer consultoría necesita distintas maneras no solo de entender la organización, sino también de intervenir.
Yeah, it does. For me, an essential difference is where, and I have worked as, let's say, a normal consultant long ago, and then I was inclined to take over things, and now I am interested in enforcing the system. How the system itself can do what it needs to do, with all the team leaders, managers, gerentes, and all of them. So I'm really only, like sitting next to you and looking with you at the situation and discussing what do we see, what do we notice, and allowing you to do what you need to do, and not taking over. So in this systemic consulting, the system itself is the expert, and not me, the consultant, who is saving something or doing something very important. No, I'm just low profile, supporting the system.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Gracias, María.
Yo creo que ha sido una pequeñita clase de lo que puede ser la consultoría sistémica desde la mirada de Anton de Kroon. Gracias.